So I'm gonna stick my camera and start a test drive, and we're gonna go to the city first, then open road highway and up to the small hill. So let's go. I'm gonna go through my neighborhood to test this like in a city drive. I get why people love SUVs. SUVs are awesome. Why? Because, well, you can go to off-road, not a serious off-road in, I don't know, mountains, but you can go to a off-road, you know, in the village, in the country, and it's beautiful in the city as well because you have a good overview around you. It is really comfortable. So the car is good in the city. Very soft on the speed bumpers. You have a good visibility. Something I like about this car is the size of it. The Karoq is a slightly larger car, and Karoq is just a slightly really smaller car. It is not that small. Karoq is a little bit more comfort. It's big enough, but Karoq is just ideal because it has enough of space for your family and for your needs, and it's big enough. So it looks like a perfect car. It was a logical choice for Škoda because there's a huge competition, and their first SUV, which I can't remember now on top of my head, which I didn't like so much just because of the design. It didn't look like a real SUV, it just looked like a standard car that was a bit bigger. Now, Karoq and Karoq are real SUVs. They look like an SUV. 2.0, this car, when it comes to the engine, I believe this car has enough power. I'm curious how 1.6 would be in this car performing because of its weight. The car doesn't feel too heavy like other SUVs that are usually pretty heavy cars. They have a ton. This car doesn't have that much weight. Okay, this is first time for me. I just put it in neutral and put on the brake. The car turns off.
Nepušači privlačniji od pušača i sad nije baš da sam to osjetio na svojoj koži, ni da sam uštedio nešto
I can only say that Canton speakers are really great. I'm not used to this short gears. I prefer the automatic transmission, which you can get on this car as well. The DSG, which I suggest you get that. I mean, the manual is pretty good, guys. It is precise, it is short, but I do prefer the DSG. Why? Because if you want to speed, it's faster in switching gears, and if you're in the city, it's a smoother ride with the automatic transmission rather than when you're changing gears. You're always if you're not smooth enough, there's always this. I love this car. Now, asking price for Style in Croatia is 25,000 euros as a Style base model. Now, you do get a lot of equipment in it. The Ambition costs 3,000 euros less, so 22,000 euros. There is some slight difference in the package. It does look nicer in the Style package, so it's your choice. Do you think the 3,000 euros is something worth adding? I think it does, because you get better LED lights as well, and you get better looking car, few extra options that are not just minor options. And to be honest, speccing this car, with an extra, let's say, 2,000 euros maybe, with some, let's say, get a 26,000 euros. I believe this car is more expensive because of the leather seats with the Alcantara, and the Canton speakers maybe, but and the panoramic roof, probably more expensive. Whoops, that was the wrong gear. So, tell me in the comments below, would you pick a style or would you pick the ambition? One thing I love about the manual cars is you can downshift and brake with your engine, which is pretty good. About the size of this car and parking, I haven't tried parking it, but I believe it is not too difficult to park a car of this size. The car does come with the parking sensors, standard in style, both front and rear parking sensors, and the back sensors on the Ambition. Now I believe there is a shade on the panoramic roof, which I would turn on now, but I think it's a manual. Nope, there is a button here. So guys, if the sun is a problem, just press the button. Nope, you don't even you just press it once and it will close. Now, how neat is that? That's pretty handy. The engine is smooth. Of course, this engine is new. This is a brand new car, just arrived a few days, like 2 days or maybe on Monday. It has 2,079 kilometers, so it hasn't actually, it barely passed a breaking point, which is 1,500 kilometers, so, or 1,500 kilometers. It passed the breaking point. That's usually for the new cars, so you don't have to travel a lot. Now guys, one thing I think Škoda should consider adding in this car, and it would be really nice. It is great they have a front radar. It is great to have an option as a lane assist, but I would love a heads-up display. So you can, you get a speed dial here, and it's all classic, and you put on in the small screen speed, and it's really nice. But it would be nice if you would have sort of small projection on your windshield. Now, I believe Škoda is value for money, but most of people in Croatia now are discussing that Škoda used to be a budget brand, and that is not the case anymore. They are going every year a little bit up with the prices. Not too much, but some people are, complaining about it. Regardless of that, my opinion, this is me trying to be objective. My opinion is that when you put this amount of technology in a car for safety reasons and for your luxury, like you want a touchscreen infotainment system, you want a front radar, you want lots of airbags for your knees, for your for your face, for your side, all those safety features. You want your anti-ASP, all those safety features in your car, and you want a cruise control, and you want to feel a bit luxury. Okay, while driving and maintaining my speed, I can show you the front while I'm driving. So I'm gonna change the lane, speed up to 100 kilometers. I'm in the 6th gear. Okay guys, I'm looking at a consumption at the moment. It says 7.2 liters. I've passed 48 kilometers. This is for instance start, and long term 7.9, and since refueling 6.9. So about 7 liters for a 2.0. I think this is not bad. It's probably more in the city driving, but for highway driving, now I've been pushing here. I haven't maintained my speed. I'm trying to do it now, F2C, and yep, it is dropping so 6.8. I believe it would drop to 6 or maybe even 5 if you're careful with your throttle, if you're easy on the gas pedal or the throttle. Now I noticed that the car is pretty smooth on a pretty smooth road, obviously. Getting close to some countryside over here. Trying to be responsible with the car and with the speed limit. Oh, my camera won't fly off. Now I am coming to some interesting roads. There are some curves. I'm gonna see how the car performs and how nice is it to drive. Now, of course, I saw there is a petrol version, which probably most of you prefer. It's more quiet. There are no vibrations coming from the engine in the car as far as I've noticed, but I believe most of you would like the petrol. I will put down the information what petrol engines do you have, and we're gonna go through it. I have it on my laptop. Now it is interesting, the road, it is handling the road quite well. The car is performing quite nice in the corners. I'm not losing the end. Now I'm trying to stick to the safety speed limit. Especially have to watch for the kids. You know, they were all turning. There was some boys, and there is a bus station, but there is nothing on the curb. This is in countryside. Now there is upcoming beautiful road. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Beautiful road over here. Now the car wants to upshift. I won't. I just want to enjoy the revs. But I want to enjoy this forest run, which is quite nice. Now guys, as I mentioned, the consumption has dropped to 6.5. When I can maintain my speed, it does fall, and when I press the off-road button, this is what you get. It's pretty cool information. I love the graphics, they're crispy, but you get here a notification that traction control is off, I guess, so you really need to use this when you're going off-road. Turn this off. Okay guys, you ready? We're going uphill on a off-road. I hope the camera is gonna stay and not fell off. Now this part of the road has the asphalt, but the other part is just like a gravel, and going uphill now. And now we're going to the off-road. I am in all 4x4, and now there's some mud. Now, pretty good bumpy ride, but Karoq is handling it pretty well. Even if you speed up, it's a comfortable ride. The Vario is handling, I'm assuming it's a bear name, it's handling pretty well the off-road conditions. messy, but that's what it's made for, off-road. So it looks beautiful, and I'm gonna take some cool shots over here. I want to shout out, thank you for Škoda Porsche for giving me the car for the review. Massive shout out to Porsche. They've also given me the Volkswagen cars and the Škoda cars. I just think this Karoq is beautiful. I like this stickers. It looks like some sort of urban camo, but the car is so nice, guys. And I'm gonna continue on going uphill and make some cool exterior drive passes for you guys. Carpet, it's a huge mess. I'm gonna wash it off. If you listen carefully, you can hear the wind noise. It is really windy outside. But guys, I wanted to show you this. Now this is all the sensors Karoq. I keep switching them. And you can get the all digital display, so the car is performing excellent. So guys, the electronic parking brake is great. So far I'm impressed with the car. It's pretty good. Handling excellently on the off-road. It is handling excellently in the city as well. And I'm gonna head back now to the city. Okay, time to get back to the city. It's pretty hot in the car. It's so sunny, guys, but it is great driving the Karoq. I really need to put the AC on cool. I'm gonna try doing the highlights and sum this video not to be too long, but I must say I am pleasantly pleased with this car as an SUV. Of course, if you want a bigger car, there's the Kodiaq from Škoda. If you think rational, this is just fine. Karoq is an excellent car. Škoda thumbs up on a good work. Off-road is really comfortable. Of course, there's bumps, there is noise when you're driving off-road. Car is really performing well in the mud as well. Right here, there's a lot of mud. On some roads there is like gravel, and on some parts there's just mud. Because people go with the tractors here. There's vineyards, if you can see next to me. And that I love about this car, it's big, it's spacious, there's good visibility, you feel safe in the car. It's really nice driving it, it's comfortable. You can even drive it faster here, just passing next to my cottage. And I usually don't drive this comfortable with my car. I tend to drive a little bit slower, just to be sure. Going downhill, pretty good. Car is performing pretty well. I'm putting it through a test, guys, for you. I don't want to be too harsh on it because probably someone's going to buy it as a used test model. But it's really performing good, and we're going to head back to the city to a car wash because I can return the car like this. Someone else might want to test ride it. I know Škoda has its own car wash, but I'm at least going to wash off this mud from the wheels because it's terrible, and I'm ashamed what I did to the carpets on the floor. Driving back now in open country. It's pretty nice and joyful to drive on this kind of road. I must say, I got the car with a full tank. I've passed maybe 50 kilometers, maybe less, more like 30, and this car is spinning gas like a lighter. At least this is my impression right now. I'm trying to speed up here. When it comes to going uphill, guys, the car is, this 2.0 TDI is more than powerful enough. You can even go really fast. The car is going really smooth in the corners. I think that speed 80. I'm going to go faster. It's performing very well in the corners. Driving through that beautiful wood again. Here's where I floored it, but not floored it, but went faster. Nice Octavia. But since I'm using one hand, I can't upshift. I love the car. I'm really, guys, I wouldn't say in love with this car, but I really like it. I think it's a really practical car. Everything is on the reach of the hand. The AC, it's pretty good. It is really comfortable. So far so good, considering driver's position. I'm quite comfortable in driver's position. The seat is pretty good. It does have the lumbar support. I forgot to turn on, but it is great. Car has a kick. Whoop. Pretty nice. The 2.0 is definitely, I think, perfect balance for this car if you're choosing a diesel. 150 horsepower. Now heading to the highway, flooring the gas pedal. I'm still in 4th gear, 5th, 130 kilometers, going uphill, 6th gear. Now there is amount of wind noise. I would suggest for Škoda, that's the only detail about Škoda at the moment. Most people people are concerned about, or a negativity comparing to the Volkswagen Group. I think one thing Škoda should do on this car is improve the soundproof of the car, the wind noise. Now driving, although there is an outside wind, so it's even windier. But I'm gonna shut up now for a second. Now it is different when on the audio of the phone, but the wind noise, it's present, definitely. But if I turn on the music and turn it on, I can forget about the outside noise. Now driving 130, I'm in the 6th gear. Going to 140. Now there's a slight downhill. I'm gonna punch it here. See the performance of the car. RPM. Not bad, but now I'm going to try it in the 5th gear. I'm on 30 RPM. Speeding up faster, definitely. The computer is not suggesting an upshift. But if you want to save fuel, put it in a 6th gear. Now I'm going to go to mode. I was in individual, now I'm in the sport mode. 5th gear. Flooring it. In the 5th gear. 140, 30,000 PM, 150. 6th gear. Drops to 25 RPM, 150. Not going to go above. This is the tolerance for the police. So I'm going to reduce my speed and respect the speed limit of 130. You can drive 140. I'm going to normal mode. You can feel the throttle battle, like it's sort of gently reduced. Just came inside a bit, just reduced, and I'm going out to the echo. You can definitely, well, there's a downhill, but you can feel now. Oh yeah, the throttle, yeah, I'm pushing it all the way. It's barely speeding up, barely. I'm gonna keep holding my. No, I can't because of the traffic. From 4th to 6th gear, what you gonna do? And this is the drive. Speed limit's 80, so gotta stick to that. It's quite windy, as you can see on the flags today. So I can't say for the wind noise, is it the outside wind or is it the car? So guys, I hope you like this test car. I hope you like the test drive. I'm gonna try summing this video up in a short video, not to be long, but it will be maybe probably 20 minutes long because you need to see the details in the driving. I did some cool shots on the village and driving in the mud and off-road, so that should be pretty cool. Thank you for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe of course to my channel, give this video a like, and if you're in Croatia, if you want to test a car, if you want to consider buying a car, come to Škoda Porsche Leasing or Porsche. They are on east side of the city, close to the center. Huge traffic jam. This is killing my time for the review, and I need to get to the car wash and into garage to show you the ambient light, guys. Hopefully we'll make it.